They refuse to call him that. Right. At the moment, he is somebody who is kind of an alleged usurper, who is alleged to be someone who is occupying that office without constitutional warrant to do so. And he's rushing forward with ideas like destroying our borders, an amnesty bill that will actually have the American taxpayer footing the bill for illegals to come to this country to live, to get housing, and to get everything they want. He is also somebody who has just announced a program that would essentially destroy the validity of existing mortgages and encourage everybody in the country to stop paying their mortgage because the government is going to pay it instead. This is insanity. It's as if we have put insane children and adolescents in charge of our government.
Heard the rumors about citizenship? These are the facts. The Constitution requires the president to be a natural-born citizen. Obama's grandmother said she was there when Barack was born in Kenya. Obama refuses to release his original birth certificate. Instead of a birth certificate, Obama's campaign posted a certification given to those born abroad. Experts have called even that document an obvious forgery. Obama attended school in Indonesia as Barry Sotoro, when only Indonesian citizens were permitted to attend. Obama's school records list his father as Lolo Sotoro, and Obama's citizenship as Indonesian. Obama traveled to Pakistan in 1981, when it was illegal to enter as a U.S. citizen. 16 lawsuits and 2 cases before the Supreme Court now challenge Obama's citizenship. Fact. Our Constitution still matters.
Barack Obama is Kenyan, but Ghanaians are still proud of him.
Yeah, because you're African, you know.
Well, we took our trip to Africa and visited his home country in Kenya.
So we see that Obama's grandmother, his wife, and even the news will admit that he is not a natural-born citizen, even though he states that he was born in Hawaii. This, in effect, means he is not eligible for the presidency, and the foundations of his term have been destroyed. This is not the only gigantic issue that he has lied about, though. On January 16, 2008, the Sunday Times reported Barack Obama was directly confronted on primetime television last night over allegations swirling around the internet that he is a secret Muslim who worships the Quran during a Democratic presidential debate in Las Vegas. Barack Obama says, quote, "Let's make clear what the facts are. I am a Christian. I have been sworn in with the Bible. I pledge allegiance to the American flag and lead the Pledge of Allegiance sometimes in the United States Senate when I am presiding." Now we see that all 3 of those things are once again false.
You are absolutely right that John McCain has not talked about my Muslim faith.
You see this picture. I don't know if you guys have seen this picture or if you can where you're at. Do you notice anything unusual about this picture?
There's no Bible.
There's no Bible. I've checked. We have never had a president sworn into office without a Bible.
We are no longer a Christian nation.
We do not consider ourselves a Christian nation.
Islam is not part of the problem in combating violent extremism. It is an important part of promoting peace. And I consider it part of my responsibility as President of the United States to fight against negative stereotypes of Islam wherever they appear.
He did bow to the Muslim king while he did not do it to the British Queen of England. And by bowing, he showed the world that I am subservient. I do bow down to you as a Muslim king, something no other president has done with Saudi Arabia. The Saudi king is his peer. He is not his subordinate in order to bow for him. And this is exactly what Obama did.
Presidential candidate Barack Obama is trying to change political fashion. He gave a speech in Iowa City today, and he wasn't wearing an American flag pin. Those pins have become synonymous with politicians since 9/11. Obama says he doesn't like how the pin has come to represent patriotism in America.
I won't wear that pin on my chest.
It's a little weird, Alan, that in the middle of the campaign the guy takes off the American flag that most people wear because they're proud of their country.
As the Holy Quran tells us,
make war on the infidels who dwell around you.
The Holy Quran teaches,
ye who believe, murder those of the disbelievers.
The Holy Quran tells us,
slay the unbelievers wherever you find them.
And the Holy Quran also says,
when you meet the unbelievers, smite their necks.
Let me speak as clearly and as plainly as I can. America is not and never will be at war with Islam.
It is clear to see that this man has lied excessively about every aspect of his life. Whether it is an issue of citizenship, religion, nationality, foundations, or even his name, he cannot answer truthfully, and rather does the opposite of what he declares. So if Barack Hussein Obama is the false prophet mentioned in Revelation, he would obviously have to support the Catholic Church and point the world in the direction of Rome. Setting aside the fact that the papacy actually created Islam and that Obama is a radical Muslim, does he have ties to the whore Babylon? Of course. Obama has been in the Catholic spotlight in many instances, including at the Al Smith dinner on October 16, 2008. He and John McCain were the featured guests at the Al Smith dinner in New York, the most highly publicized Catholic event of the year's campaign season. The event was hosted by Cardinal Edward Egan. Donning white tie and tails, they put aside political rancor to roast and toast each other with equal relish. After Barack Obama was elected president, Pope Benedict XVI sent him a congratulatory letter. Furthermore, as soon as he had been elected, Pope Benedict was one of the first heads of state Obama had called. After the phone call, the president made it known that it had been a, quote, cordial exchange, unquote. On May 17, 2009, President Barack Obama was the principal speaker and the recipient of an honorary Doctor of Laws degree at the Catholic University of Notre Dame's 164th University Commencement Ceremony. July 10, 2009, Obama and Pope Benedict XVI finally met each other. The president was escorted to meet the Pope, who greeted him with a smile and handshake. "Welcome, Mr. President," he said in English. "Thank you, it is a great honor." "Thank you so much," replied Obama. The two then sat at a simple wooden desk while photographers snapped their pictures. "You must be used to getting your picture taken," quipped Obama. "I'm still getting used to it," replied Benedict XVI. The two then met for nearly 30 minutes behind closed doors, where they discussed climate change, the Israel-Palestine conflict, and global poverty. No official communique was released after their brief meeting, but Obama's delegation described the meeting as productive. With his extensive lying regarding essentially everything, his prophecies of hope and change, and his connection to Rome, we see that this man definitely carries the false prophet's attributes. But we are specifically told in Revelation 13 that this entity would accomplish three things. He would cause fire to come down from heaven onto the earth in the sight of men. He would create an image that could speak, which would cause the world to worship the Antichrist. And he would cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Now this is where we can begin to see that these prophecies are double-fold. America as a nation after 1929 caused fire to come down onto the earth in the sight of men. The United States set up an image that could speak, which caused the world to worship the beast. And it created the UPC barcode that we need to buy and sell, which also contains 3 6s. Now the false prophet will also fulfill these 3 things, the third of which he is already working on. This is called an RFID microchip. VeriChip is the only Food and Drug Administration approved human implantable radio frequency identification microchip. Once scanned at the proper frequency, the VeriChip responds with a unique 16-digit number, which is a microscopic UPC. That means that this microchip contains the 666 that is mentioned in Revelation. The microchip can hold multitudes of information, including statistics about the user held on a database for identity verification, medical records, access, and of course currency or monetary funds. Here in this Supreme Court hearing video, Obama's Vice President Joe Biden makes the following statement to Chief Justice John Roberts.